Roddy Collins, thanks for joining us at Starbets to preview Shamrock Rovers against Rubin Kazan in the Europa League group stages. Give us your thoughts on Thursday night's match.
Thursday night's game is a fantastic achievement for starters to be at the stage this game, to have Shamrock Rovers in this position. The game itself is going to be a very, very difficult night for Shamrock Rovers. It's just the unknown for the club. It's the unknown for the players and the manager. It's exciting. However, it can be daunting as well. So, I mean, it's not a two-game situation where you can, defend for one and hope the opposition not too keen about coming at you, and then go out to their ground and getting away. Goal doesn't work like that. They're playing for points now, and every point is worth a financial reward. So, the 3 points is a huge bonus to Shamrock Rovers. It would be financial, because if we were realistic, and we've got to be, I don't see them qualifying now, the group. So any point they can get is a financial bonus to build for the future of the club and hopefully get them back in this position next year. However, for Rubin Kazan, it's to get 3 points, to get qualification and move on in this competition. So there's two different objectives there. But as I say, if Shamrock Rovers they start with a point, as we all know. If they can achieve that after the final whistle, it'll be a massive achievement.
You say it's a different game to the knockouts, but the experience of Belgrade playing Partizan, will that stand to them?
Oh yeah, all football experience and all life experience will stand to you. However, there are different experiences. The experience of defending under extreme pressure will be an experience you're going to have to dip back into, because it will come more frequent than any other game they've played in Europe, for the simple reason that the Rubin Kazan are coming to win this game outright. So therefore they're going to be on the attack a lot more. They will be, they will be on it from the first whistle to go and achieve their goal, which is to take the 3 points. So for Shamrock Rovers, it's necessary for two different sections of this night. It's the players to respond properly to the pressure when they're going to keep their concentration, hold their nerve, and try and take the sting out every chance they get, and also for the supporters to back them regardless of the difficulties of the night, to keep it going and keep the players going. There's other aspects to it as well from the Shamrock Rovers point of view. They've played a lot of games recently. It doesn't come into play mentally if you're doing well, but if things go against you as a human being, you will look into yourself, and you can always look for an excuse, and that could be a factor too. So they're going to be very mentally strong on the night, and the whole thing combined is to keep a clean sheet as long as possible.
Rubin Kazan are obviously operating in a completely different stratosphere to Rovers. They've money, they've Champions League experience, they've gotten great results against Barcelona, they've international players, the likes of Obafemi Martins. What do you expect from them?
Well, I expect them to really put it up to Shamrock Rovers early in the game. They will believe, for the reasons you just spoke of, Mark, they will believe that they're far superior to Shamrock Rovers. I believe they will just try to totally dominate them man for man, because they have the ability to go and finish this early. There's no doubt about that. They have got better players. On paper, everything sounds good. However, football is not won on paper, and you would be hoping that they might take Rovers a little bit lightly, and that would play the Shamrock Rovers' favour for a small period of the game.
Well, is there a danger from their point of view that there will be complacency, because they're in the Europa League now, having played in the Champions League, and they're going to Tallaght 8,000 seats as opposed to the new camp with 80 or 90,000 seats?
Oh, there's no doubt they'd prefer to be going to the Aviva Stadium even, with 40,000-50,000 people, and there's no doubt about that, because they are egos. Footballers are egos, and they want the big arena. However, they're professionals as well, and there's a lot at stake for them. So I think, primarily starting off, they might be a little bit complacent when they go to train on the ground. They look at the surroundings, they will take it lightly. They look at Shamrock Rovers probably previous couple of games and feel that this team's not going to threaten us, and that can be a problem. However, it just takes one incident in the game to get their attention, and once you get their attention and their game on, then it's going to be difficult.
Who will be the key players for Rovers?
Well, obviously the keeper is going to be a key player, because the most important thing in European football is retention of the ball. So his distribution is going to be vital. He's the only player they have that can't be tackled. So when he gets control of the ball, he needs to take the sting out of the game. He needs to distribute the ball in good areas where it can be retained by Shamrock Rovers, and also he needs to look after his own end of it, which will be shot stopping and doing the bread and butter stuff. But aside from that, you've got your it's more of a unit on the night. It's more of a unit that people work together nice and tight. I think midfield Turner, if he plays, I don't know the starting level, but if he plays, is going to be a vital player for them. He's very solid, he's experienced, he's a good player, possibly could play at a lot higher level. And then you've got Billy Dennehy, if he starts, from me, is the one that's a very aggressive player that runs with the ball and takes the ball away from the danger areas and delivers an early ball into the box. If they play Twig up front, it's going to be a difficult night for him. He won't see much of the ball. However, he is a clever fella and he shows his concentration levels in and around the box. They don't wane, and from the start to the finish he's capable of scoring a goal. So from the offensive point of view, Dennehy and Twig would be vitally important, and then also after that the unit that plays is going to have to be very concentrated and work as a tight-knit unit.
The Tallaght factor, how important is that?
Well, from the reasons we spoke, that they might take things for granted when they see the small stadium, but the Tallaght factor from Shamrock Rovers' point of view is they've had good results on it. They're happy on their own ground. They will have a good, small, but a very vocal support there who need to back them all the way, regardless of how it's going. And when you're on your own patch, you do feel a little bit more secure, and they'll know the pitch a lot better, and they'll know the way around the pitch a lot better. And I mean, even familiarity in your own goal that you've been on a regular basis under pressure, it gives you a little bit of comfort. So it is a huge factor that they keep Rubin Kazan to keep the score 0-0 for as long as possible.
Is it too early for predictions?
Yeah, it's too early for predictions. I mean, it would be unfair to Shamrock Rovers to speak from the heart, because it's not going to be won from the heart. From the head, we would have to say Rubin Kazan will win the game.
Great stuff, Roddy. Listen, thanks very much.
All right.